Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope all of you are in a healthy condition. Today, I would like to present about character building in language teaching materials that we have learned. And it is submitted to fulfill character building in language teaching midterm test with the lecturer of the subject is Mr. Sugianta, MPD. Okay, before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Alia Windaryanti and my student identity number is 882031917003. Okay, without further ado, let's begin the presentation. Knowing oneself. What I have learned about character building in language teaching material can be seen in several perspectives as follows. First, understanding oneself. Second, recognizing basic physical characteristics. Third, personality or character or temperamental. Therefore, I then conclude the concept based on the three perspectives above in order to know the correlation between them and their role in the character building itself. Who am I? The first step in building a good relationship within oneself is knowing the detail about it. Who am I here can be seen as several aspects as follows. 1. Religion. To understand oneself, religion can be seen as the beginning aspect of oneself. 2. Philosophical. The term philosophical here means as the basic concept of human being, such as the purpose and the meaning of oneself. 3. Psychological. Every human being is able to recognize himself, to build his personal purpose, to stand firm, to survive, and understand the purpose of life. And then 4. Cultural. It means to form self-identity so that they are able to have a place in their environment. Okay, now let's go to the number 1, which is the definition of understanding oneself. Understanding oneself means understanding their physical characteristics, personality, character and temperament, knowing their natural talents, and having a clear picture or concept of oneself with all its strengths and weaknesses. Every human being who is able to recognize himself will be able to build his personal purpose, stand firm, and be able to survive and understand the purpose of life. One of the goals of self-development is to form self-identity in order to be able to have a place in their environment. Okay, what is benefit and purpose of understanding oneself? The benefit of understanding oneself is that a person can know that he or she is a very valuable creation of God, can recognize exclusive characteristics which allows people to clearly see who they are, can understand that we were not created by chance. From this point, we can also realize that there are plenty of benefits that one can get during the process of understanding about oneself. As we can see that a person can know his reality and at the same time its possibilities, and expectedly know what role he has to play to make it happen, and able to detect self-potential, able to know the weak points themselves, and then try to minimize them. On the other hand, people who do not know themselves do not know what to do and develop, as well as not understanding one's position will make it difficult to direct oneself to the purpose of his life, so that he fails in his life struggles. Okay, the second one is know the basic physical characteristics. There are 6 ways to know oneself. First, through the history of self-development. Second, through the search for talent and personality. Third, through everyday experiences. Fourth, through being with other people. Fifth, through the eyes of others. And sixth, through personal reflection. Okay, Now, personality, character, and temperament. Okay, for the personality, there are two things consist of it. There are dynamic organization and psychophysics. Dynamic organization is personality is always evolving and changing, even though there is an organizational system that binds and connects the various components of our personality. How about psychophysics? Psychophysics is the organization of personality, includes the work of the body and soul, or inseparably in a single unit. Then character. Theoretically, G evolved distinguish between inborn and acquired character. Inborn character means the aspect which is the basis of character is closely related to the psychological state, namely the quality of the central nervous system. And then acquired character is character that has been influenced by environment, experience, and education. Temperament. Temperament divided into four perspectives, such as sanguine, characterized by the nature of warm, bubbly, lively, passionate, and a pleasant personality, basically willing to accept outside influences or events, easily enter thoughts and feelings, evoking explosive responses. Feelings play a more important role than reflexive thoughts in making decisions. Sanguine people are very friendly to others, so they are usually considered very extroverted. Okay, next is Colorrig. A Colorrig is warm, fast-paced, active, practical, strong-willed, self-sufficient, and very independent. He tends to be firm and opinionated, easily making decisions for himself and for others. Like a sanguine, a Colorrig is a sanguine extrovert. A Colorrig lives actively. He does not need to be driven from outside. Instead, influencing his environment with his ideas, plans, goals, and ambitions that never subside. The third one is melancholy. Melancholy is the most rich of all temperaments. He is an analytical, self-sacrificing, perfectionist with very sensitive emotions. No one can enjoy the beauty of a work of art more than a melancholy. Actually, he is easy to be introvert, but when his feelings are more dominant, he enters into various mental states. Sometimes it elevates him to high excitement, which makes him act more extroverted. But at the other time, he will be moody and depressed. And during this period, he withdraws or withdrawn and can be a very antagonistic or hostile. Okay, phlegmatic. A phlegmatic is a man whose life is calm, easy, never bothered by a boiling point, so high that he almost never gets angry. He is a sociable type and the most pleasant of all temperaments. Phlegmatic is concerned with what Hippocrates taught about fluids in the body producing a calm, cool, slow, well-balanced treatment. For him, life is a joy, and sometimes away from unpleasant things. He was so calm and somewhat still that he never seemed agitated, whatever the circumstances. Okay, that's all about what I have learned in this part, and I hope all of the things that I have already conveyed is useful for you, and thank you for your kind attention. See you, bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.